What makes life meaningful? Many of us have wondered about our role in the world, about why we are here. Is there something greater that connects us to a special purpose, something we need to discover? Sometimes, a feeling of being lost or a lack of fulfillment indicates a search that we have not yet truly begun. Finding our purpose is more than a goal. It is a journey that unfolds in the process of self-discovery, an ongoing exploration that challenges us to understand who we are and what we truly desire. This search for meaning guides us toward a life of greater clarity and intention, moving us away from mere survival to living with a real sense of fulfillment. But how do we get started? In the next step, we will understand what it really means to have a purpose, and, more importantly, how it can be found in unexpected places. Purpose is often seen as a grand mission or a calling, something enormous and world-changing. But in truth, purpose can be found in small, everyday actions that align with our values and passions. It's less about achieving monumental goals and more about living in a way that resonates deeply with who we are. Purpose is personal, unique to each individual. It's the quiet fulfillment in making meaningful connections, nurturing talents, or simply doing what makes our heart feel alive. Sometimes, our purpose lies right in front of us, hidden within the life we already lead, waiting to be acknowledged. In the next chapter, we'll explore how spirituality views purpose and how this journey can connect us to something much larger than ourselves. In spirituality, discovering one's purpose is seen as a path to self-realization and unity with something greater than oneself. This purpose becomes a bridge, connecting us to a larger tapestry of existence, where each life holds meaning, however subtle. Through purpose, we transcend mere personal goals and become part of a collective flow, contributing to the world in a way that feels deeply aligned. Spiritual traditions across cultures have long emphasized the search for meaning as essential to the soul's growth. When we feel connected to a purpose, we experience life with more intention and clarity. There's a sense of peace that arises from knowing we are on the right path, even if that path isn't always obvious. However, the road to uncovering purpose can be filled with challenges. In the next section, we'll discuss the common obstacles and limiting beliefs that often prevent us from embracing our true calling. Discovering purpose isn't always straightforward. Many of us face inner obstacles that cloud our sense of direction. Fear of failure, worries about others' expectations, and doubts about our own worth can all make it challenging to see what truly calls to us. These barriers are often rooted in beliefs we've absorbed from society, family, or past experiences, shaping how we view our potential. Limiting beliefs can make us feel unworthy or incapable of living with purpose. We may convince ourselves that our dreams are unrealistic, that it's too late, or that purpose is reserved for the gifted. But these are illusions, layers that keep us from our true path. Spiritual practices like meditation and self-compassion help us peel back these layers. They offer a glimpse into a quieter, more authentic self. Next, we'll look at how listening deeply to our inner voice can guide us toward this sense of purpose. To uncover our purpose, we must first learn to listen within. In the midst of life's distractions and noise, it can be challenging to hear our own inner voice. That quiet, persistent sense of self that knows our deeper desires. This practice of inner listening isn't about isolating ourselves, but rather about creating small moments of silence where our true thoughts and feelings can rise to the surface. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful tools for developing this inner connection. Through them, we become aware of what genuinely inspires and energizes us. This awareness guides us away from superficial goals, bringing clarity about what truly matters. As we strengthen this connection with our inner self, we begin to see our life path with new eyes. In the following chapter, we'll dive into practical exercises designed to bring us closer to discovering our purpose, step by step. Finding purpose isn't an instant revelation. It often unfolds gradually through reflection and action. Here are a few practical exercises to help uncover what truly resonates within. Writing. Exercise. Take a few moments each day to write freely about what brings you joy, what feels fulfilling, and what you imagine yourself doing if there were no limitations. This intuitive writing can reveal passions you hadn't fully acknowledged. Visualization. Spend time imagining your ideal life. Picture yourself fully engaged in something meaningful, noting the emotions and themes that arise. This can clarify your core values and desires. Reflective questions. Ask yourself questions like, what makes me feel alive? Or, what do I lose track of time doing? Allow these reflections to unfold naturally, without pressure. By engaging in these exercises, we begin to connect with deeper parts of ourselves. In the next chapter, we'll look at real-life stories of people who found purpose in unexpected ways. Sometimes our purpose emerges in the most unexpected moments. Consider the story of a teacher who, after years in a career she thought was her calling, discovered her true purpose through a chance volunteer experience. She felt a deep, undeniable connection helping underserved communities and ultimately transitioned into nonprofit work, where she found a renewed sense of meaning. Such stories remind us that purpose isn't always found in our initial plans. Instead, it may reveal itself when we're open to exploring new paths and embracing change. In the next chapter, we'll explore how our purpose can evolve over time. Purpose isn't static. It can evolve as we grow and change. What feels meaningful in one stage of life might shift as we gain new experiences and perspectives. This natural evolution is part of the journey. For instance, a person might find purpose in building a career early on, only to later feel drawn to mentoring others or exploring creative passions. Recognizing this flexibility allows us to embrace each stage of life as valuable and purposeful. We don't need all the answers at once. In the following chapter, we'll see how each step along the way holds its own significance. Purpose is more than a final destination. It's woven into each step we take. Every small action, each choice to follow what feels right, contributes to a meaningful life. Embracing the journey itself, with all its ups and downs, is where true fulfillment lies. Now that we've explored the journey of discovering purpose, it's time to take the first steps. Start with small, intentional actions each day, whether it's dedicating a few minutes to quiet reflection, journaling, or pursuing an interest that we invite you to share your experiences, insights, or questions with the Greater Meaning community. Together,